I'm gonna answer on this comment. Let me continue with the engine and I'm gonna answer this comment. What's the difference? They have come engines, I have open engines with 100 kilometers, with 50 kilometers, and engines that don't have any problem to make an upgrade. I'm gonna explain what's the difference outside. I'm gonna show. Okay, outside. Now, I'm gonna explain a couple of things on, you know what, yes, okay, obviously the engine is gone, that's why it came in for rebuild. It's not necessarily, it's not like that, it's not standard. What's the point here? If I open and I see cracked cylinder head, I'm not gonna be able to use a cylinder head. It depends how much it's gonna be cracked and in which point. I hope it don't be the case. If the crankshaft is gone and I cannot reuse the crankshaft, it's again different story. It's different. Let us say I'm replacing the engine block. It's a sleeved block, not a specific one, different block. The timing cover, because it's been machined with the block, and the crankshaft that it's been married to the previous block. Okay, so now for the cylinders we don't care. We are not using them, we are machining them. So if you have a nice and healthy block and down the crankshaft bearing caps are okay, we are happy. If the crankshaft has a burn mark, let us say, or has a scoring and you cannot polish it, that means it's useless. There is no oversized bearings, and it's not safe to do it on these engines. All right. Then, if there is a crack on the cylinder head, again it's different. So there are some points that it's not seals and gaskets and piston connecting rods. We are talking about, let us say, if one cylinder head is gone, most probably the price will gonna increase. If the crankshaft is gone, the price will gonna increase from this point of view. So, and again, if you want to make high output, you want to make some good power, let us say, on the 4MATIC, like I have seen before, here in this country, even in a bone stock application, I have seen bent connecting rods. Pass this one, forget about that, alright? It makes sense, let us say, before you start destroying everything, to upgrade your engine and put it in. Now, first to destroy your engine and then make upgrade, I don't know. From the point that, like I said, you may crack a cylinder head, you may destroy the crankshaft, from this point of view, and then the budget is gonna be higher. You have seen engines with 200,000 kilometers that I was not able to use the cylinder heads because of the run out of the guides, because the seats, because the valves, because, let us say, it was being compromised, the cover here up when it was holding down the camshafts, and it won't gonna work, at least for a upgrade. Okay, I have a C crankshaft that's been completely gone. All this increase the budget, increase the price. That's it. Let's continue today stripping off the cylinder heads. The turbo still there since yesterday. The gaskets, obviously I'm not gonna use any of the old gaskets. This goes for garbage, or I'm gonna keep it in one box with all the old parts. If he wants the customer to be shipped with the engine, I'm gonna ship to him back. It's not a big deal. Turbochargers, what need to be done? I have to ask at the office what are we gonna do, especially with the hot side, because to me, to my eyes, like I said, the turbocharger is gone. Yep. Let's move on. Let's start. Alright, cylinder heads out. The pins out. I took it out. Let's see the cylinder heads. This is the bank 1, that's the bank 2. I don't see any mark from a spark plug on the number 1. When I'm gonna wash it, when I'm gonna clean it, I'm gonna be able to tell. I don't see any crack. Usually they're cracking here. I don't see any mark here. We're looking good. We're looking good. Good. Nice. Nice. Then head gaskets looks okay. Obviously they're for scrap. Then bank 1. I'm looking for the seal of the thermostat. Where it end up? It's not here. It's not from this bank. No. Yes, it was. The broken spark plug was from this number 1. You see the two marks there up on the piston. We don't care. It looks straight, the connecting rod. It's not been, it looks straight, I mean, it's not sideways, at least. It doesn't matter. All this going for scrap. Yep. Bank 2. Classic. This expansion of the piston ring and the piston itself, and it's destroying the cylinder wall. This is something that, forget it, it is something. And you have also bent connection here. From this side it's touching on the wall, from this side has a bigger gap. This looks like it has a bigger gap from the left side, less gap from the right side. This looks okay, looks okay. So that's what we have. We have from the number, on the number 5 cylinder, this bend connection definitely. The piston is sideways. When I'm gonna remove the timing components, before I remove the piston, I'm gonna bring a top dead center to see the difference. It's a classic thing. It's not something that I haven't seen before. Yep. Pressures and temperatures. These two are your enemy. Actually, these two, they're gonna give you power, and these two, they're gonna destroy you at the same time. Yay, if you cannot control it. Classic. The rubber seal from the thermostat. Is it from this side? Nope. Nope. There you go. There is one piece down there. 1 second. It's that one down over there. One piece. Where is it? Where are the rest? Only this one. From all this seal, only one piece. Where's the rest? On the radiator? Let me pick it out. Let me take it out, this one. Just give me a second to bring something. Alright. Let's take it out. Where it was? It was here. Right here. Come here. Okay. Come on now. Stupid piece of... There you go. So this one, this piece, it's a piece of the thermostat seal that is ending up inside of the engine. Okay, classic. Alright. Usually I'm cutting it, but it's not the correct one. I'm gonna mention this in a different video probably, because it will gonna end up here. I don't see anything else. Yeah, okay. Moving on, removing the oil pan, timing cover with timing components, leaving only the crankshaft piston connectors on, and then I'm gonna make it again up to see how it comes to number 5, how it looks like a top dead center. Oil pan out, oil pump out, timing cover out, timing components out, stripped off. That's how it looks like inside the oil pan. I found also some small pieces, but never mind, never mind. The oil pickup tube that's been connected here inside. I see only one or two small things. This one and that one. Not something crazy. Okay. Not something crazy for a bent connecting rod. Alright. Then, what do you want to see? This connection on the left, it's correct. On the right, it's not. It's near to the crankshaft. That's what you want to see. This is beautiful. On this cylinder, on these two cylinders, it's acceptable. So you have the number 7, number 3. 2 and 6. You see this one, it's okay. This one, it's a little bit more front. And what you don't want to see, it's this one. When you see the connecting rod so much front, don't bother. Let's spin it. After one revolution, you see again that it went front. It didn't stay in the middle. You see the gap here, and also this connecting rod is bent because it goes backwards. The gap that has here, it's too much. Compare, let us say, this one or this with that. Don't bother by changing connecting rod bearings or bolts or whatever. Just throw out the connecting rods. Simple as that. Now, let me make it upside down to see each piston if it's on top of the center. It's gonna reach, but it's not gonna be even. You're gonna see in a while. It's the same thing. I have shown you this, I don't remember how many times. 100 times. Let's do it once again, right? Okay, let's start from number 1. A little bit more down. Okay, this side it's lower, this side it's higher. How to show you now this? Don't care because we're gonna go for sleeves, this block. So here it bites, here it's passing. Okay, good thing with a screwdriver, right? Yay! Cylinder number 3, yes, the same story. From this side you see that it doesn't bite the screwdriver. From this side I hope you understand what I'm showing you. Okay, that you are not trusting these connecting rods. Same thing here. From here it's stepping, here it doesn't. And the worst, one second, yay, how lovely, how beautiful. Let's see the number 5. Yeah, the number 5, here it's too much down. I don't even have to put the screwdriver. See here and see here. Yep, a classic, you get the picture. It's not the first time that you see this, right? Right. Now, timing components I have down there, oil pump I have down there, timing covers there, the rest of the parts I'll show you. By the way, we are talking about, this is February 10, 2017. That means this looks like it's an S63 2018. And from what I have seen up to now, without watching how it's the condition of the crankshaft main bearings, it shouldn't have more than, how am I gonna say, 80,000 kilometers. I don't think so. We're gonna have more than 80. You're not gonna have less than 50. It's supposed to be somewhere there, from what I see. I might be wrong, but just out of experience, without watching the main bearings. When we're gonna see the main bearings, I'm gonna be a little bit more precise, if you like. What else? Anything else? Nothing else. Moving on. Yep. No, because it has the leak here on the cover. It might be close to 80,000 kilometers. Because it has a leak here. It might be, it might be closer to 80,000 kilometers and not 50 that I said. To be, let us say, 80 to 100. I'm gonna open also the when I'm gonna remove everything, I'm gonna see the main bearings. I'm gonna have a better idea what's going on. Again, it's, how to say now that, if you're pedal to the metal every day, you can do that, let us say, at the first 10,000 kilometers, and if you don't change the oil, let us say, example, especially when it's tuned, it has different pressures, different temperatures. Yeah, I'm just guessing. Moving on, upside down again, start removing the connecting rods. I will put it inside of one box. Maybe the customer, he will tell me, ship also the old connectors and pistons back to me. That's why. That's the only reason why. If he said to me, I don't care about that, I'm gonna give the guys to play football again. And that's it. Now, this block going for sleeves. The timing cover is on. The crankshaft bearing caps down. They're on. I don't know if you can see. It's staying on cue with that block over there, because both of them, and I think we have another 2, 3 that goes for sleeves. Anyhow, then crankshaft going for checkup. measuring and then polishing, and then measuring again after polishing. Classic, like always, how it was before, how it is after. The main bearings, you can see the number 5 it's wider, the number 4 has the thrust washers, 3, 2 and 1. I have to wash them, mark them, and to have it as a reference, just in case. There are numbers also on there are letters on the crankshaft, and there are numbers on the engine block down that's identifying which bearing it is. I have said that 1 million times. Sometimes after polishing the crankshaft, or if there is any small wear, when I'm saying small wear, 4,000 of millimeter, you can change the bearing. Okay. The connecting rod has this is the number 5 that I get out, and you can see the number 5. It's wearing the connecting rods that it's after the 2014. Obviously, it's supposed to be 2018. This engine. What's the difference? Nothing. The only difference is the lip. The lip of the bearing. There is one. In one case there is a small lip, and in the other case there is a big lip on the connecting bearings. Nothing difference. It's bending on the same same way. You know. That's how it looks like the piston. Nothing new. The rest is in the box. I'm gonna return it back to the owner. If he wants, I can ship it with the engine. There's no problem. Instead of throwing for scrap. No, I'm not for scrap. I'm putting in a box and then I'm sending at the office, and then it's their business. It's not my business. All these parts included at the end, also the main bearings. And they are suffering a little bit. The bearings. It's not the ideal. So I'm gonna say that again. I believe that does have more than 100, not less than 80. I'm somewhere there from the wear what I see. Then the turbochargers. We're gonna send it back. They're gonna claim warranty, how it's called now, this one, because they broke. Okay, obviously, at least for me, we're gonna send it back. Then it's supposed to don't be like this, the turbos, if you ask me, but no comment for that, no comment. That's it for now. Next step, stripping off everything, remove the sealant, washing everything, prepare all the parts. Obviously the oil pan I have to reuse it again. I'm changing the o-ring, I have to wash it, couple of stuff. It's reusable. Obviously not the seals and the gaskets and the timing chain. Oil pump need to be checked. Cylinder heads, classic. Valves, lapping the valves, check the valve seats, check the guides. Like always, check if it's straight, the cylinder head. That's it pretty much. It's a classic thing. Now, I'm gonna remove this block from the stand. I'm gonna bring the sleeved block, the crankshaft that's married to the other sleeved block, preparing it, washing also the other block, piece connecting rods, and all the rest parts from here. That's it pretty much. I'm not in hurry with the crankshaft, I'm not in hurry with the engine block, when they're gonna get it for sleeves, or that block, or the other blocks, because I already have a sleeve blocks with the crankshafts, from this point of view. So, what else? You want to add something, Mr. Roma? No. Okay. That's it for now. Next video, we're gonna see everything being washed, to be nice, and start closing it. We're gonna see. I don't want to waste the time making a video piece by piece, part by part. You're gonna see at the end how it's gonna be. Okay, Omar, we need to package these turbos properly, wrap it with nylon. No, ship it back. We're gonna ship it back to USA, to the customer. He's gonna claim a warranty. We're gonna give it back to give him to repair it or give him a new one. So that's it pretty much. Yep. Moving on.